and welcome to the You Can't Save Anyone
Hello,
podcast.
everyone.
I'm Suwon Weaver, and this is Ai
How's it
Yoshihara.
going?
Good.
Oh, and I have my Hot Medusa Comedy Show, but this is
Oh,
probably
that's right. So wait, January 31st? What time?
it's at 7 p.m. at the Yard Theater,
Your
and it's
theater.
on Melrose, like
Mhm.
on the East End, which is kind of cool.
Tickets are
Tickets, if you get them before the show, they're going to be 15, and they're on Eventbrite.
yeah.
Sounds cool.
Everybody get the ticket on the description.
Tickets, get them.
Yes.
And we're gonna donate like a portion to the fire to like some fire I mean, not even a portion. We're gonna because we're probably not gonna make profits. So we already said we're gonna make a donation.
Cool, cool.
Like from Hot Medusa, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. And then
Yeah,
the at the door is a like 20 or something.
20. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Mm.
that's good. Yeah.
The headliner is Laura Gilmartin, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. It's gonna be a great show. She
I,
is on fire right now.
she's so great. She's
Yeah.
just so funny all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't believe she wasn't like, famous long time ago. She is like now blown up so much, but I think she should have been famous long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, like, there's so many comedians that are headliners, right? That are they're national headliners. They get paid like headliners, but then they're not like well known. They're not famous.
Yeah.
And that's weird, you know? It's funny how that is. But yeah, she seems like she should have already been famous. Like
Right?
seems like she should be famous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's always funny. I've never seen her doing like a bad set.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. And she's just, and also like those kind of comics that like, oh, she goes on the Tonight Show or she goes on Jimmy Fallon. Like she's on TV, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then even on the note, like her abortion jokes are so funny.
So funny. And I love her when she talks about her son.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah. That's good. So we got this president.
Mm-hmm. Already things are happening.
Did you hear about Black History Month? Like they're taking away Black History Month.
Are you serious? Why?
Because they're racist. That's because they're saying that they're cutting the extra government things, but they're cutting Black History Month. That's a racist thing. There's no other way to describe that.
It doesn't cost to have Black History Month.
Yeah. But they've also taken out I saw God, I should have the real information about this, but they're just taking out too many references and history like in their books in some of the archives. They're taking away like the information about slavery. They're just taking it away. They want white people to not feel any obligation to Black people.
Oh my
Or
God.
brown people too, probably like Native Americans too, I'm sure. Any brown people, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. And not only that, like, every time I think about this, like they wanted to like have all these raids and stuff. Who is going to grow our food? How are we going to have food?
Exactly. Who's gonna pick the oranges? Who's gonna pick the, yeah.
Vegetables. Like what? We're not going to have vegetables? We're going to have imported vegetables from China. That's going to be amazing.
Oh my God, it's gonna be loaded with all the chemicals.
Yeah. Because even like when they say they're organic, but they're from China,
Yeah.
like we always had agreements with Mexico, we always had agreements with countries that are going to come here and work in the fields. That was the agreement. So what we're just no more agreements, just no. I would love to see white people in the field picking the strawberries.
Yeah. And then Trump is sending Colombians to Colombia, right? But they were treating them like Colombian people like criminals. They shackled the both hand and yeah.
Oh God.
So the Colombian president was pissed that he said he doesn't take them unless Trump treat them as a human being.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like it's going to keep getting worse.
Yeah. And then Elon Musk.
Yeah, the salute.
I just so fascinated, like frustrated by people who trying to defend him. He was so excited. He was just expressing himself. No, that motherfucker know exactly how he was what he was doing. Everybody was no, he was just excited. He wasn't aware. No, he was aware because his dad was a Canadian Nazi, and they moved to South Africa, and then so Elon Musk grew up with that shit. He knows.
He's notorious for being a racist, just like
Yeah,
Donald Trump. Like people that worked at Tesla filed lawsuits. I mean, Donald Trump had the Central Park Five, the ad in the newspaper to put those kids in jail when they were innocent.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And all the stuff that like they're known racists. It's not
Yeah,
like
both of
it's
them.
not a
No wonder
surprise.
they get along, you know what I mean? Like, but they once fall apart. They right, and then they start working again for the election, and then we never know when they're gonna fall out again. You know?
When, I think Steve Bannon is a lot behind like this Project 25 and stuff,
Mhm.
2025. So his whole goal is to dismantle the United States. He doesn't care about keeping it together. He wants to see it blasted apart. So
Why? Why he wants to?
I think that for him, there's no motivation to work together, right? Like if you don't have a soul, if you don't have a soul, probably you don't care if people fall apart. And
Why he wants to create chaos? Why? It's a United States of America and not united at all. I mean, trying to why?
I don't know. All I can imagine is like people like him have an idea that there's too many like I think that they use this as an excuse, right? Like they say, like in government, there's too many people that are taking money, taking advantage on the inside, which is probably true. Like all the lobbyists make so much money just being lobbyists. What's a lobbyist?
What's that?
It's like you don't know. It's a lot. Okay, so corporations like Exxon and all of these major corporations, they hire someone to be their like marketing like kind of stand up for them. So they pay these guys tons of money, like they get big salaries, and then they have all these things that they can make payoffs to
Mhm.
um to get their side to be to look good, to get what they want so that the company makes money for the shareholders. So
Wow.
it's just that it's like someone is like the front man and doing payoffs to push their agenda. So
Wow.
this is a very well-known thing, like all the lobbyists in politics. They come and they make deals and they're trying to get their company to look good. But the lobbyists make so much money itself. And then also they're paying big payoffs. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, that's like the thing that we don't really talk about or we don't hear about. But I mean, it's known. It's not like we know, it's like
Like
not a secret.
we know those things like CEO of insurance companies. We know certain things like is happening, but we don't do anything. Yeah. Wow.
Well, we know, but then like we don't know what there is to do about it. You know,
Yeah.
because what do we like? Most of us are just doing our jobs, like, trying to just get ahead. And then, we're kind of over here making our day to day happen while in Washington there's like all the deals and
Mhm.
stuff. And so usually the American people are just getting the shit end of the deal, you know? It's like,
Wow.
here's the crumbs while all those people on the inside make all the big money.
Wow.
And so I do think like Steve Bannon is one of those guys, he wants everything to blow up. So, but it doesn't work, how is it going to blow up? The United States is going to blow up? I don't know.
It's just
I,
so stupid because if apparently he doesn't love this country because if weakens inside America and then it's gonna be weakened to the world too because to how other countries see America. The world will just think that oh, America is going downhill. They're not as strong as used to be. It's he wants maybe he can make money doing that.
I think that, yeah, a lot of times these guys are kind of like those bitter white guys that they feel like they didn't get enough for themselves. So they try all these other angles, and the angles are popular, you know? Like a lot of people feel so bitter that they want to identify with that, especially, I don't know. Sometimes that's like really funny, like white people that had everything, but then they feel like somehow black people and brown people are lazy and they're getting a special deal, and it's so
It's so funny because they made the system that makes so much money for themselves, and then when people of color trying to have a better life, oh, that's not fair. It's just so.
it's so wrong. It's so wrong. I mean, this country went so to such a weird direction.
You're actually going back in like backwards. Yeah.
Or, like if you're a young woman now and you live in Texas, you can't get an abortion. You can't get an abortion. Like here, all these different places.
Yeah.
Like even so I started making a joke about this, but it's not really ready. I have to work on it this week. I did it at the improv, which I'm so dumb because I got called up, like the bucket mic.
Uh-huh,
And, but it was on Wednesday, not Rita wasn't there.
uh-huh.
But
Okay.
you're supposed to do your hits when you go there, right? And I'm like, I don't want to do my old jokes. I just want to do new stuff. But I'm dumb. You're not supposed to do it like that. Whatever. So, but like, so the White House has a new page on their website, and
Mhm.
it says, "We are restoring biological truth to the government, to the federal government." That means they're saying there's only going to be two genders, male and female. That's it. That's it. And it's all in capital letters. So, I said my joke was like, I'm a Gen X, so I'm not offended by the capital letters. Because,
I feel like only like Gen X and older writes with all capital these days.
and it's like all capitals. Yeah.
Women, no more. Only two genders. Yeah, they
Can you
like.
even believe they put it in all capital letters? What a bunch of jerks. Like, oh, and I said, so we know they're yelling.
Yeah.
Funny, right? Uh,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
it went over so because it's like so the reality is so harsh, because what are they gonna do? Like for trans people, like you're gonna kick someone out that looks like a lady because she's trans and you're gonna make her go to the bathroom with the men. You know what I mean? Like that's so like it's so the thing is, I don't like, has there ever been a trans person arrested for pedophilia? You know what I mean? Like, the
Mm.
pedophiles are not trans. The pedophiles are a lot of straight white, not a lot, but they have been straight white men. I mean, they're not like all these men in dresses trying to harass your children. That's what they're saying.
Mhm.
It does, that's not what's happening.
I think to me, like the trans person who already have no penis, I have no problem. They come into a women's bathroom. But I'm little concerned someone who still have penis. And because, there's crazy people, crazy men who pretend to be trans,
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see that. I think that that is true
like
because,
when it comes to female locker room,
yeah,
and then showing his dingling, 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 and then it's like pretend, no, I'm trans, but how do we know? It's still there, you know what I mean? And then I, and if I know personally the person is not interested in women, then I'm okay with that. But someone I don't know, and it's the person is really she feels woman or not. I just can't tell, and that's I feel like a little that gray area like have to be more. We have to find a solution. Maybe we should have the restroom for specifically for no trans people, or we need to raise men who are more understanding, accepting, what I mean? We
yeah, we definitely need to
need
raise
to
that.
raise.
It's a while back, but I remember there was a trans woman. So it means used to be a guy, and now they're saying they're a woman. But like kind of what you're saying is like they barely look like they transition, like they're just wearing like a wig, and now they're saying they're a woman and they're just in the women's room. And that seems really messed up
Yeah.
because that seems like, wait a second. I don't feel comfortable with that. But I do know there's trans women that they still have their junk,
Junk, yes.
have their junk. And but they look like women. Like they've been transitioned like for like over 10 years, And to me, like if they're in the restroom, that doesn't bother me because like they look like women and
Mhm.
it just feels very natural that they're going to be in the ladies' room. And
Mhm.
I think if they're in the bathroom, it's not like they're really like flashing anybody.
Uh-huh.
They're probably, I don't, I'm just assuming they're discreet.
Yeah.
But like yeah, anybody, if you have a penis and you're showing it and you're in the women's room, no,
Yeah.
wrong. That's wrong.
And
Get the,
also like if it might be just wants to see women get naked. You know what I mean? That's a fear that I have with someone who might not honest.
yeah. Yeah, because also, I mean, there's a category of cross dressers too.
Mhm. Yeah, of course,
Right.
yeah.
So cross dresser, you might be wearing women's clothes, but you're not even trans at all. You're just wearing clothing, and
Mhm.
that's different.
Like
So,
straight man who likes to dress feminine clothes.
yeah. So that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, but it just seems so like, but I do have friends that are really scared and upset and like this whole thing, and so I feel so bad for.
Yeah. Also, I know someone, he's young, but he's transitioning and but she feels female. So, you know, but so she used to be he, right? And then she's afraid to go to public restroom.
Yeah.
So whenever she's outside in public, she doesn't go to restroom. And that's also not good, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's really terrible. That's so sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
so hard.
either other than individual restrooms, like when a supermarket or a little store has those needs to be like unisex.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are that. They
Right?
are now. Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Which,
think it's because we're in California.
oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know other states. I don't think other states are.
It's such a good idea because it's just a bathroom.
Yeah, that's a bathroom.
You know, it's like if you go to your house, you don't let the men go, oh, this is for the ladies.
Yeah.
Go to the back for the men. Like, come on. Is we all just use here's the restroom. Anybody can use it.
Yeah.
So we know how to behave,
Yeah.
you know. Just
Just
one
men
of
and women just be on this, one line, we don't need to be separated. It just,
that makes sense
yeah, makes sense.
because we're all human.
Yeah.
So that should be fine.
And
But I mean,
same toilet,
yeah, I don't understand why it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Eek. Well, you know what? We part of the thing is like this heavy Christianity thing too. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Is like you know what? Like, what is Christianity for? Is it just to control women? Like, is that what it's for?
I mean, yeah, control people, period. I think they trying to justify
Justify, yeah,
the
yeah.
way they want to justify, and so they can do whatever they want, and only a few small group of people can have money and power.
That's it. So,
Have you
yeah.
ever have you ever read the book? It's called, damn it, I have to find out. The book tells you the vibration, the level of the vibration.
Oh, I've seen it, but I've never read it. But I've heard that before.
Yeah, that book tells that Christianity is the vibration so low. Oh, yeah, so low.
Does it say any Christianity or all Christianity?
Old Christian, it doesn't say specific different Christianity. It's just Christianity is low.
Low vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a bummer because you know what? Like, if you just go to the basics, like Jesus' teachings,
Mhm.
it's like those are not low vibes. That's like love
Oh,
thy neighbor, be a good person, treat everybody well, like the way you want to be treated. It's not,
yes.
it's like Jesus is if he's the person that hung around with the prostitutes and like he's giving away all of the money just to be with the poor people.
Yeah.
Look at these Republicans are not Christian.
They are not. Okay,
They're
the book is, I think, Power versus Force.
power versus force. I love it.
Yeah. And yes, I really think, yeah, they're not Christian.
They're not.
They're
It's
not.
not like about being greedy and kicking everybody out of the country.
It's
And
almost like they were doing the opposite of what Jesus said.
yeah, it's if it was Jesus here right now, they're gonna kick him out of the country.
Yeah.
He's gonna be deported first.
Yeah.
They're gonna go get out of here, go
All
back.
the, yeah.
It's gonna be on the no-fly list.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Well, less than a minute.
Hopefully. I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.